The Volkswagen Jetta is the best seller in the Volkswagen lineup. In fact, it accounts for 20% of all their sales. You might remember last year in 2015, they did some major updates. Here we are, 2016, another major improvement, a brand new base engine and a head unit on the inside that brings this car right up to date.
And what we've done over the last 5 years is make gradual but noticeable improvements to the car. We've changed the exterior, we've changed the interior, and for 2016, we made a big change, and that is introducing an all-new 1.4-liter turbocharged engine. It offers up 35 more horsepower, 59 more pound-feet of torque, yet it delivers almost 22% better fuel efficiency. So here you have a lighter, smaller, more agile engine that's actually more thrifty, and our customers are really going to be appreciative.
When Volkswagen introduced this latest generation Jetta in 2009, you got a bigger car and they charged less money. You get more and it costs less. No wonder their sales skyrocketed. And what you get in this vehicle is a huge back seat and a massive trunk. Now when you look at this car, it's almost mid-size car dimensions, but it competes in the compact car price range. So that's why it's sold so well. Updates for 2016, mostly on the inside, center around the new head unit. This one here is 6.3 inches, and you can get an 8-inch screen, but not in this Trendline Plus that we're in here. You have to go for a more expensive model. Now, the other thing is, still some hard plastic in here, but keep in mind, this car starts at $16,000. What's really nice about this new head unit is the fact that it has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay included in it. And all you need to do is take your Android or your Apple phone and plug it in, and then you can use the head unit and the power of your smartphone combined together to give you things like navigation, the phone, text messages, and your music, all done without having to touch the phone. That makes it safer for everybody. What's really quite remarkable what Volkswagen has done here, they've added a very advanced engine into the base model of the Jetta, but they're really not charging you any more from 2015 to 2016. So replacing the old 2-liter is a 1.4-liter turbocharged direct injection engine, all the latest technology, and it bumps the power up to 150 horsepower. That's a 35 horsepower jump over the last engine. But on top of that, you get more torque. 184 foot-pounds of torque, that's 59 foot-pounds more than the old engine. And you really notice that when you're taking off, because that torque is in a broad rev range from 1500 RPM up, and that's what you're using off the line and especially in city traffic. On top of that, with the automatic transmission, you can push it down into sport, and that livens up things because it's keeping the revs up, and you can also shift it manually back and forth in the center here. So over the years, the Jetta has grown up to be more of a real Volkswagen. Independent suspension, discs all around, now with a great engine, and you get it all for basically the same price as last year. Now, as I mentioned, the Jetta is the best seller in the Volkswagen lineup, and this car here, the Trendline Plus, accounts for 50%, half of all Jetta sales. That's from the base model all the way up to the top GLI. It's this car here. For me, the inclusion of Android Auto and Apple CarPlay changes everything. You don't need to buy a navigation system in the car. You don't need to have a separate unit you stick on the window. You plug and play with your smartphone, and you have all of that power right in your car. Then you add in the 1.4-liter turbocharged engine, a massive jump in power, a huge jump in torque, making this 2016 the model year that a lot of people should be looking at for the Jetta.